course, we've got Cardano, guys. Each and every single one of you that's holding Cardano, you let me know in the comments, did you average down? Because it hit 68 cents. And it wasn't long ago before we were smashing that ceiling of $1.32. We all know what happens when we break $1.32. We've got little resistance to $2 and beyond, little volume to $2 and beyond. However, we did get that nasty pullback to 68 cents, and Cardano is currently trading at 72 cents. So we're going to be using Fibonacci retracements. We're going to be using Fibonacci extensions, and we're going to analyze exactly what key areas need to hold on Cardano and when the likely bounce is actually going to happen. And first things first, what we're going to do is we're on the daily time frame. You can see 72 cents. And if we just zoom in, you can see this was the recent price action. We're going to look at that recent price action within the shorter time frame to analyze an extension to find out whether we got an equal measured move. What's an equal measured move? Some people call it an ABC. That's a retracement. As long as we're holding a higher low, as long as the indicators come oversold whilst we maintain a higher low, things are fine, guys. It might look hard. Anyone that's got in Cardano that was up here, you're in a loss. Things look bad at the moment, guys, but we're in an uptrend. We're holding a higher low. We've got to respect the trend, guys. The trend's your friend till the bend at the end. You remember that, and we're still in trend. So not only that, we've had a big breakout from this long trend here. We've had a breakout, and we're coming back, and we're retesting this area. So this area here is giving us one thing. This area is giving us confluence. So the 61.8% retracement, that's a strong retracement level. What we're going to do is we're going to zoom in to the shorter time frame because we're going to talk about this pullback here. We're going to talk about the equal measured move. So we're jumping to the 4-hour chart, shorter time frame. What we're going to do is we're going to measure this swing in accordance with this swing. And how do we do that? We use our Fibonacci extension tool. That's down here. Go into Fibonacci extension tools, Fib retracement, Fib extension. What we're doing is from this swing, all the way down to this swing, and then we're going to measure to this swing to find out how big this swing was relative to this swing. You can see, guys, if we just pull this over, pretty much to the T. Let's get that pretty much to the T. So what we've got is we've got an area to fall back on here of support. We've got a big area to fall back on support. You've got a 1-to-1 equal measured move, which is, let's just show you, this swing here, which is relative to this swing here. So you've got this area to fall back on, equal measured move, 1-to-1. That's an A, B, C pullback. We're holding the higher low. That's strong. We've got this trend line to fall back on, which we've seen was respected back here. Clues look left. That was respected back here. That was rejection, rejection. So you understand that this is likely to act as support. So we've got lots of areas to fall back on here. So we know what our downside is. We know what the downside is, or the likely downside. And what does that allow us to do? Protect yourself. You know that you're wrong 8.86% to the downside from a spot move of Cardano. That's pretty much next to nothing in comparison to, for instance, this move here, which was 20% to the downside. So you've got 8% wiggle room to the downside. You've got strong support to fall back on. You've got big support to fall back on. You've got your 61.8% retracement from the big swing on the higher time frame, which is here. You've got your 1-to-1 equal measured move. And that is, my friends, the strong base. So anybody that come back into this zone, guys, this is a buy zone. There's the low, there's the high, there's the higher low. That's the buy zone. You've got confluence, confluence, confluence at this area. So what I'm saying is Cardano has got a higher probability of making another swing to the upside. So let's talk about the swing to the upside. First and foremost, we're going to bring up the indicator, the stochastic. We understand that this is crossing over now. You could see crossing. As long as that follows that momentum and starts swinging to the upside above the 30 zone, above the 20 zone, sorry, which is here, then we're likely to get a break of trend and we're likely to get another swing up to the upside. Now, what's the aim of the game? The aim of the game is as we come into an overbought territory to take out this high. Take out this high. As long as that happens, that is, guys, a trend continuation. So what we're expecting is a continuation. We've got continuation levels here. The first one is a 1-to-1 equal measured move, 1272 extension, sorry. That's sat at $1.02. You know, $1 is going to be a psychological round number. Expect that to be your resistance point. So in the short term, you've got between $1 and $1.02. There's your resistance point. You've also got the 1.618 retracement. All the way up here, that's $1.10. So this is just the short swing, guys. We know in the longer term or the midterm, we need to do one thing. Zoom out. We need to break this. $1.32. Why is that important? Because that is the Fibonacci retracement number from its previous all-time high in 2021. That was the resistance barrier from this bear market. Like we say it time and time again, like a broken record. Look how fast this went down when we broke this level. When we break that level again, that is going to go up just as fast because we've got no volume, no build-up of price action. You can see that by the decline in volume here. So it is a patience game, guys. I am bullish. That's what I'm expecting to happen on Cardano in the next few days. Let me know in the comments what you want me to cover next. Help me get to 10,000 subscribers, guys. Literally 15 left. Let me do it. Help me do it today. Once we get to 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to get 5 of you or more, and we're going to have a 2-hour Zoom session. We're going to go through portfolio. We're going to go through management, risk management, trading, all sorts. It's not going to be live trading, guys, but I'm going to show you and educate you for those 2 hours based on what it is that you need. So subscribe to the channel. Let me know that you want to be a part of that Zoom session in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.